It started with a blurry face, a portrait that looked centuries old. But it wasn't painted by Rembrandt or Van Gogh. It was generated by code and is sold for over $43,000. That price tag sent shockwaves through the art world. Was this a revolution, a hoax, or just another bubble waiting to burst? Today, we're digging into the story behind Edmond de Belamy and the people who dared to ask, can an algorithm be an artist? Meet Obvious, a collective of three Parisians, Pierre Fogli, Hugo Cassel-Dupré, and Gabriel Penat. They were traditional artists. Their medium was code. Their creation, a generative adversarial network, or GAN. Sounds complicated, but it's essentially two AI programs locked in a creative battle. One generates images, the other critiques them. They fed the system 15,000 portraits spanning centuries, from Fragonard to Rembrandt, a digital buffet of artistic styles. The AI learned the patterns, the brushstrokes, the subtle nuances of human expression. Then it started creating its own portraits, including Edmond de Belamy. Obvious didn't paint the portrait. They built the machine that did. They tweaked parameters, curated the dataset. But the creation itself, largely automated. The auction arrived at Christie's. Initial estimates pegged the value between $7,000 and $10,000. A respectable sum, but nothing extraordinary. Then the bidding began, and it escalated quickly. Bidders were anonymous, shrouded in secrecy. The final price? For $30,500, 45 times the initial estimate. The room was silent. Then a collective gasp rippled through the crowd. The art world exploded. Was this legitimate? A joke? A brilliant marketing ploy? Opinions were sharply divided. It's not art, declared traditionalists. A machine can't express emotion, feeling, or intent. But others argued differently. What about the skill and ingenuity involved in creating the AI? They countered. The programming, the data curation, wasn't that a form of creativity? The question became less about whether Edmond de Belamy was good art and more about what it revealed about our own assumptions, about the very definition of art itself. The anonymous buyer remains a mystery to this day. A collector, an investor, someone who simply wanted to make a statement. Art Gnome, a vocal critic of the sale, suggested it was driven by hype and speculation, a deliberate strategy orchestrated by Obvious to capitalize on the AI art frenzy. The timing couldn't have been more perfect. The rise of NFTs, non-fungible tokens, had created a booming market for digital art. Christie's, too, saw an opportunity to be seen as innovative, at the forefront of technological change. A bold move that paid off handsomely. The sale wasn't just about one painting. It was a signal fire, announcing the arrival of AI as a legitimate force in the art world. And now, AI is rapidly evolving, generating music, writing poetry, even composing screenplays. The possibilities seem limitless. Some fear this technology will replace human artists, devalue their skills. But perhaps it offers something more, a new tool for collaboration. Imagine an artist using AI to explore new styles, generate variations on a theme, or overcome creative blocks. A digital muse assisting in the creation process. But with this power comes responsibility. Questions of copyright and ownership are only just beginning to be addressed. Who owns art created by an algorithm? The programmer? The user? The AI itself? There are no easy answers, but Edmond de Belamy forced us to ask the questions, to challenge our assumptions about creativity, authorship, and value. The art world will never be quite the same. AI is here to stay, and its influence will only continue to grow. What does this mean for the future? Will we see AI artists exhibiting in galleries alongside their human counterparts? Will algorithms dictate artistic trends? Perhaps. Or perhaps something entirely unexpected will emerge. The beauty of innovation is its unpredictability. One thing's for sure, the story of Edmond de Belamy is far from over. The debate continues, and the art world waits to see what comes next. So tell me, what do you think? Is this a revolution in art or just another fleeting trend? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm genuinely curious to hear what you have to say. And if you enjoyed this exploration of AI art and the future, please like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into fascinating topics. Thanks for watching. And remember, even if an algorithm can paint a portrait, it still can't replace the human spirit that drives creativity.